Dear friends and Worcester neighbors, our battle against COVID-19 is not over. We had seen very encouraging results of our aggressive vaccination program in central Massachusetts that began in early January 2021, with case numbers really diminishing over the period of time from the one-year anniversary of the pandemic state of emergency, which was 3/11/21, until the 5/29/21 reopening of our Commonwealth. But now we are facing a new variant of the original COVID-19 virus called Delta. It is 60% more transmissible and made its way here just when we were starting to hit the wall on vaccination distribution. We now have achieved at least 60% of full vaccination for the Worcester County area for vaccine-eligible people. 25% of our unvaccinated include the kids who are under 11 who have not yet been approved for the vaccine. So there is a block of 30% of our community unvaccinated for all kinds of reasons. Let's talk about what this means for the greater Worcester community. Across the country, we are seeing a steady rise of COVID cases in all 50 states, as the Delta variant is now 80% of all the cases. And this increase is almost exclusively in unvaccinated people. Because we have done such a good job of vaccination in the greater than 60-year-old age group, the new COVID patients are from a younger demographic between the ages of 20 and 50 years old. This group normally experiences only milder symptoms, but the viral load that the Delta variant can mount can overcome the age advantage. Here in Massachusetts, where our community vaccination rate is high, we have still seen the uptick in case numbers, but nothing to the degree that we are seeing in the southern and midwestern states, where community vaccination rates are as low as 35%. This is all further proof at how effective the vaccinations have been. But the unvaccinated still pose a threat to the greater Worcester community by allowing the Delta variant to propagate and potentially cause increases in hospitalizations, and also in the brewing of new variants that might even be more resistant to vaccination. If this goes unchecked, we will undoubtedly have to march backwards into the time of the 3 Ws with mask wearing for all. One more thing you should know. The media has made a big deal about breakthrough infections, COVID cases in vaccinated patients. But the Mass Department of Public Health released some incredibly reassuring numbers confirming the efficacy of the vaccinations. There have been 5,600 breakthrough cases in Massachusetts out of 4.4 million citizens who've been vaccinated. That is less than a rate of 0.1%. And of these 5,600 breakthrough cases, 92% have had minimal or no symptoms, positive tests caught maybe when they were trying to fly or travel somewhere, or had a PCR test because of a contact tracing request. Only 6% of these vaccinated patients with breakthrough infections needed hospitalization, and less than 2% died. So that translates to an extremely low morbidity and mortality, showing again that the vaccines work. So here's the bottom line. Reversing the Delta variant threat is in the hands of our unvaccinated neighbors. But you, as citizens of Worcester, can help ensure that our school reopenings and the functions of our municipal government continue without disruption. And it will set an example for the entire community if we can show greater than 80 to 90% vaccination compliance rates. Please consider this for you and your family's well-being. But in a larger sense, your valuable compliance to the public health recommendations for our community can be negated if you as a citizen don't set the example that in the pandemic times, our individual health choices are not our own. They affect the entire community at large. If you still decline to be vaccinated, make sure you continue to wear your mask indoors and out. The City of Worcester, the Worcester Department of Public Health, the Worcester Department of Public Schools, and the citizens at large have worked incessantly to get us to this point. We have the tools to beat this coronavirus cold. Everyone has pulled their oars together. We must do the same when it comes to vaccinations. We can do this. Thanks for your service to Greater Worcester during these remarkable times. This additional ask is one that I know will further confirm to us, all of you, the citizens of Worcester and beyond, are the true heroes of the pandemic.